Hey, so I asked a few questions. Can't even remember when, a few days ago. I think it was over the weekend maybe, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't even remember. My brain is just on holiday somewhere. But one of the ones was all about burning out, basically running out of time. And I think that was one of the most common voted polls in this group. So I wanted to just share some insight, really, because there are steps that you can take that get your time back and allow you to work on the business and work on your life rather than kind of constantly being trapped in it, firefighting, just kind of in the day-to-day stress. And I use an example, a scenario. It's like every day is you wake up in the morning and all of a sudden you're parachuting out of a plane, diving into your day, and you haven't really got a strategy, you haven't really got a plan as such, but you land in a battlefield and your strategy at the moment is just shoot everywhere, you know, and it works, it gets results, but because there's a lack of structure, and something to note, structure determines function. And what I mean by that is the structure of your life determines the functionability of you and what happens, the kind of smoothness at which your life moves at. Now, one of the things that I do, and I'd like you to test this, is be very intentional with your time. So you need to create a structure. So my structure, for example, is iCal, my calendar on my phone. Be very specific about the amount of time you spend doing things. Things you do probably aren't that important. Not everything is important. If everything is important, then basically nothing's important. And chances are you're putting yourself at the bottom of that list. Now, you are the priority, because if you run a business, it doesn't even matter if you don't run a business. If you're in this group, there's a reason why you're in this group. And you're in this group probably because you want to be better and you want answers. So one of the things you have to do is prioritize yourself. And that means putting yourself in a position where you can feel good and go about your day with control, go about your day with some kind of, I'd say the best word is probably control. So what you have to do is create a routine, create some kind of structure, and make sure you are the priority. And one of the things that's really important is probably a morning routine. It's something that I do pretty much every morning. Sometimes it's awesome, sometimes it's okay. But the strategy there is that you actually have some time to yourself to sit down with your phone, look at the day, map it out, look at your day from afar as opposed to looking at your day, facing it and being reactional. Now, your brain kind of does two things. It either reacts or it responds. Now, some of you may relate to this. If you're reacting every single day, then it's using a lot of energy. And you probably find that if you're reacting all day, you get home and you just want to switch off, and you may find yourself on social media, just watching TV, and not being as productive as what you could. So you kind of end up draining the tank. Now, by having that time in the morning, by having that morning routine, that 30 minutes, that 15 minutes, that hour to yourself, gives you a chance to look at your day from a distance. It gives you a chance to get clear on your intentions. There's other things that I teach my clients in amongst that. Little tactics like journaling, and again, there's no right or wrong for anyone. It's what works for them. I just teach them the tools. Whatever they use is awesome. Some work for some work for some, don't work, but I'm just teaching what I've learned and what I've practiced. So unfortunately, one of the things that you have to do, and this is an absolute must, if you want to free up some time, if you want more time freedom to work on the business, to just get your health back, to get your mindset back on track, you have to invest some time, right? And I know it sounds stupid because you're thinking, I haven't got the time. No, you probably haven't right now, and you probably are feeling burnt out. But at some point, the cycle has to be broken. And unfortunately, no one outside of yourself has the keys to your life. So you are the one that has to break that cycle. Unfortunately, that's just the truth of it. Now, you can wait for circumstances to change. You can wait for something to change outside of you, or you can be alpha and you can step into your zone and start to make changes yourself. Now that takes a little bit of a time investment, and it feels right now that you haven't got the time to do that. It's a very common objection actually when people come to start working with me, especially business owners that are busy, they don't even feel like they've got the time to invest into coaching with me. And I always say to them, look, the purpose of coaching, this session is going to create so much more freedom in your week, because we're going to start moving towards generating more time for yourself, start creating systems, start getting your head in a better place so you're reacting less and responding much more powerfully. So it takes a time commitment from yourself. And even if that is 10 to 15 minutes a day where you get up 15 minutes earlier, there has to be an intention behind it. You have to invest something. It's like if you want to grow your business and you don't invest for time or money, then it ain't gonna happen. Like, look how far you've got your business to where it is right now because you've invested time, or you've invested money, you've invested energy, or you've invested financial energy, right? So there has to be something you give to begin with. You have to be, how do I put it? You have to be the spark. And you can't rely on other people to be the spark. And when you are the spark, that control and that power comes through you, and you experience, this is what I've been lacking. I've been feeling basically like a bit of a ghost. I've been pulled through life, and my business is controlling me, it's dominating me, and I'm not in control. So you have to step out there and say, I'm fucking getting back that control, and start investing something back into it, right? So hopefully there's some value in this video. It's a bit long, but I wanted to go a little bit deeper with this, and I'll probably, hopefully I've actually got the point across. So please like this video if it was useful, comment below if there's any takeaways from it. But your invitation is to be alpha, make a decision. Are you going to allow your life to dictate how you feel and take away the things that you want? Or are you going to be the one that says, no, fuck that, I'm going to go out there and get that back? It's up to you. And what I will say is, from my own experience, if you let life drag you around, you never really feel powerful. It's like you're not in control. If life is controlling you, then you are certainly not in control. Life is alpha, you're beta, right? You want to be alpha, you want to step up, you want to spark the change. And it does take a little shift in your mindset. It does take a little shift in time, and you are going to have to give out a little tiny bit more energy, but to gain it back, right? Planning, organization, structure will actually create more time. It will create more headspace. It will create more space for you to create systems for your business, etc. So that is my advice. That's what I see a lot with different business owners at all sorts of different levels. So yeah, again, I'm going to leave you with that, guys, because I'm going to probably just talk all day. Have an awesome day, and let me know if this was useful. Take care.